if I knew you were coming out to bake a cake. How'd you do?
Welcome to Baker's Time. I'm your host, Milagros Davis, and today our guest is Leo Lumpkin.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo, and today I'll be assisting Milagros.
Just call me Millie.
I'm sorry. Help Millie with baking a devil's food cake.
Yes, we prepared our necessary ingredients here on the left and our necessary equipment here on the right.
Now Millie, I don't spend much time in the kitchen, so this will be interesting.
Let's just keep everything nice and organized for the audience's consideration.
So these are the ingredients and those are the utensils, correct?
Yes, like I said. Now let's go over the ingredients that we're going to need. Well, we're going to need 9 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 cups of cake flour not self-rising, 1 teaspoon baking soda, a half teaspoon of baking powder, 1 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs at room temperature, a half cup of strong coffee, and a half cup of whole or low-fat milk.
Now all that stuff is here in front of me, correct?
Yes, and I'll be asking you to get me the ingredients so that we can make the batter.
So what about the oven?
I was getting to that. Right, so place the rack at the center of the oven and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then you're going to take your pans and butter them so the cake won't stick to the pan when it's done baking.
So what do we do with these?
Let's just follow my lead, okay? You take this spoon and this bowl and scoop 9 tablespoons of cocoa powder into that bowl.
Yeah. That's cocoa powder?
They have labels on them. Can you pass me the flour?
Right.
Now, we're going to sift flour into this bowl. This will give the cake a lighter and fluffier feel.
What would you like me to do now?
When I'm done, you are going to sift the cocoa powder into this bowl. Okay, that should be good. Now, I'm going to come around Leo here, and I'm going to grab the salt, the baking soda, and the baking powder, which have already been prepared for us, which Leo finishes sifting, which it looks like he is. He's going to sift these ingredients into there while I work on the butter and the sugar with the electric mixer. Now I'm going to add in 1 egg at a time. This will give it nice and fluffy.
Would you like me to put this in there?
Why, yes, of course. Leo is going to add in half of the sifted ingredients. Then I'm going to add the milk and the coffee. And then Leo is going to add the rest of the ingredients until everything is evenly incorporated. Now it's almost time to put this into the buttered pans.
Oh, the ones I had before.
Oh. Yes, Leo, the ones you had before. Now we're going to just pour this in here and we're going to scrape the edges to make sure
for you.
everything goes in. Well then, when we're done with that, we're going to put that into the oven for 25 minutes. And then when it's done, it's going to come out looking like this. Now, it's time to make the ganache.
The ganache.
Yes, it's a smooth chocolate frosting. And you're going to need 10 ounces of bittersweet or semi-sweet chocolate coarsely chopped, a half a cup of cream, and 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. And we're going to put them in a heat-proof bowl over a pan of barely simmering water. And now we're going to stir occasionally until everything is melted. And then Leo, can you cut up the butter into small pieces?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
And then we're going to add that with the chocolate when we take it off of the pan. Good. And then after that, we're going to let it sit at room temperature for about an hour. Then when it's done, it's going to come out looking like this.
Like this.
Okay. And then when it's frosted on the cake, it'll come out looking like this.
Oh, this one, right?
That's okay, Leo. I got it. Here.
Well, aren't we going to have any cake?
Why don't I cut this one?
Okay.
That cake is delicious. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Milagros Davis.
And I'm Leo Lumpkin saying see you soon on Baker's Time.
If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Had you dropped me a letter, I'd have hired a